folks, I'm Aspen Arrow, and we are back in the desert of RimWorld after having funded off 2 raids at the end of last episode. You can see we're on cleanup duty and everybody's resting. Bit of a longer episode today to get through some of that mid-game lull, but hopefully enjoyable nonetheless. We still have our royal here, hanging out. Bake them a nice little bedroom, so hopefully their mood will stay up. And we are gonna start off and make another lifter to help with all of this hauling. Next up, we have a growth moment for our first child that the colony had, Baby Noise, now 7. Did get a nice full learning tier, so we get to choose 3 skills. We're going to go with Sanguine for a trait, hopefully offset the genetic pessimism, social, cooking, and construction. Next up, we're gonna do a caravan. Our storeroom getting very full again, so we are gonna send Kuz, Flo, our trusty steed, and one of the dromedaries off to get rid of just some leathers, some smoke leaf, some random things we've acquired, and a bunch of those crummy weapons we don't need. And as usual, pretty quickly arrive over at Flint, right as an emu goes angry. Not sure what we did to it. May have been that many episodes ago we ruthlessly hunted the birds down. We'll go ahead and take care of this real quick. Maybe. Slowly. But it's definitely not the quickest across all that sand. Although we do have some pavement through the base to hopefully help. Try and aim a little early there. We get 1 hit. Miss. Some more misses. It's kind of disgusting how bad we're shooting at this point. Take a few scratches, but once again, the angry birds taken care of. So let's go do some trading. Be careful not to hit that attack button. And just offload some crummy junk. And next up, we complete our lifter. So we have another little bot to help us out. Kuz arrives home in the evening. No issues and no ambush. Our storeroom's still very full and has spilled over into our hospital. So next up, our new child that joined us, Nestor. We're gonna try for a conversion ceremony. Nestor getting some mood debuffs from their ideology, so I mean, we might as well convert him if he's gonna hang out. Put the small child on the altar, which isn't weird at all. We're talking about normal things. Requests for drifters that we will likely ignore. They're wanting 700 silver and they can go ask somebody else. We get Nestor down to 10%, so hopefully just 1 more convert and he will have joined our ideology. I'm grabbing up all the tainted metal gear that we can to hopefully get some steel as our map is running out and we still don't have deep drilling. And as we work on expanding those double walls, Sezin goes into labor. So baby number 2 of the tribe. Only a 53% chance of decent outcome here. Still 88% chance overall for a healthy baby. And Sezin starts slowly making her way over to the bed. I again feel like this needs some tweaking, like someone should go grab her or grab the mother or something, because as far as I know, the ritual is occurring, but she's still walking and collapses in the desert. Can't rescue her because everyone's involved in the ritual. So I send Smith over instead, which then cancels the childbirth. And so we have a baby on the pavement outside the storeroom. Sure. Well, I guess that's one way to have a baby. At least it's healthy, and Sezin didn't pass, Sezin being our best shooter. So we will name the new baby, and after some thought, I think this is Baby Potato, born by the potato fields. What a wild one. I do feel like this ceremony isn't quite working like it's supposed to. But Sezin now safe in bed. You can see slowly getting more progress on those double walls all the way up the side. And we get gas operation done. Sezin no longer incapable of walking, so make sure she gets her weapon back. Clearly need to get better research benches, but for now, we'll work on biofuel refining, and we do have enough steel and components, so getting those high-tech research benches in. Our map is an absolute disaster. Maybe it'll rain soon. And we're going to send Kaz on another quick caravan back to Flint. We didn't have enough money, but there was a few things of interest last time. And so off she goes. And Randy still thinks it's a jungle map, so having just got over the last bout of diseases, we get gutworms on Danny, Forath, and our new baby. We'll put them up to herbal medicine for now. If need be, we'll do better, but hopefully Mila's tending will be good enough. And what we go back to grab is an assault rifle and a skip trainer, or a skip psi trainer, that being a very useful psi cast with keeping folks away from us when we have no melee. And very weak melee, so skip being quite useful. We'll also pick up a bit of steel that we can carry. And what the heck, Kaz had to go for 2 trips. She can have a nice meal. And makes it home safe again with no issues. You can see poor baby Potato not feeling very well with gutworms. So that will debuff Sezin's mood as well. But we are almost enclosed. And little jump on the camera does that every once in a while. You can see we have a psychic drone, so now Forath getting a -31. She does have some L-Tex gear on that we'll trade out for a simple helmet later on to help with that. But we'll start with just trying to get a mood buff, get some points, doing a festival. And festival gets off without a hitch. We do get 2 development points. We get some increased relations with Unia, and hopefully a bit of a mood buff. You can see Forath's still not doing very well. And while we're thinking about it, do another one. We'll do our guests. Actually, that might be Nesters. Not sure why I chose to do the other one. I think maybe was gonna do both, but as the lovely sky lanterns go off, still my favorite festival. Away they go over our coast. Right as the thunderstorm sets in. And it's unimpressive. But our guest is unhappy. Ravenously hungry. It's been like 5 minutes since you ate. Calm down there. But the psychic drone really not helping anybody out. Convert ability back up, so let's get Nestor converted. Our guest mood going back up. And Nestor converted. And with our better research benches in, let's go ahead and grab precision rifling and let's just, you know, jump from great bows to assault rifles. That seems logical. And Forath doesn't have skip, so she's gonna get that skip side trainer we bought. You can see also did take that Eltex helmet off of her. Next up, quick animatry linking for Rove. Learned Berserk. Is almost to level 6, so that will be 3 max level Psycasters. Unfortunately, none of them hypersensitive or sensitive, so have issues with how much they can cast. Did get a quest to go do another peace talks, this time with the Neanderthals. We'll send Forath and Danny. Mostly looking for social experience, although it could be nice to call tribals to tank some damage for us. Peace talks unfortunately flounder, but we at least get some social experience for trying. So we'll send everybody back home. And as you can see, without incident, building up Danny's throne room. Also finally complete precision rifling. Actually pretty quick, all things considered, that we're tribal. And we're gonna knock out the harp real quick. And we are gonna start producing assault rifles with Smith. Counting how many we need there. So level 19 crafter, hopefully we can get some significant upgrades to our weapons. And we do have word of inspiration. So we are going to go use that on Smith and hope for an inspired creativity. Which we do get, so fingers crossed, legendary assault rifle on the way. Make sure that is all of Smith's effort right now. That is all she gets to do is craft, craft, and craft. The shuttle arrives to pick up our guest, who you can see his mood has significantly improved. All in the green. Korath had to use pretty much all of her psi focus for word of inspiration, so we've got her on some extra psi time. And Anne-Laure can get in the shuttle and get on out of here. Conveniently enough, does also give us a bedroom for Dani when she gets her royal title. And with that, we say goodbye to Anne-Laure and hello to some more honor. Next up, a Manhunter pack. Haven't seen one of these for a while, and it is 6 elephants. We are absolutely not going to be fighting, so everyone gets to spend some time inside our significantly expanded walls at this point. It is fun now to keep track of 3 tabs of things to keep inside and zoned, but that's all right. We got it done. Animals, mechs, and people, everyone in the wall. While we're thinking about it, go ahead and expand that zone. Changes from where we started. Got big fields. You can see our forest of trees growing over by the animals. Of course, size-wise, the trees seem a little small in comparison to the animals, but that's all right. And we get a legendary assault rifle of Kuz incapacitating Mila. It tells the story of Kuz harming Mila with a human. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm guessing it's when they got in a social fight. So Sezin, our best shooter, despite everyone else's names on it, gets a legendary assault rifle. And what the heck, we might as well do another Sky Lantern Festival as the elephants roam around outside. Get an exotic goods trader, pick up some components, and another psi trainer. Mostly making our money at this point selling off the animals. We have cows and dromedaries hanging out, so they keep reproducing and keep selling them. So Korath will now get Berserk Pulse as well. And we need to pick a research project. Harp is done. Time to get working on deep drilling. We got a decent stockpile of steel at this point, but there is not that much on the map. We're gonna let Novo do some crafting. He is level 8 crafter, so might as well start working him up in case we need to have 2 people making components. And while the elephants are still hanging out on the map, Randy decides to send yet another double event. So here it is, wasters with chain shotguns, tox grenades, and Molotovs. But unlike last time, we have assault rifles. So hopefully this goes better. They are going to prepare for a while, so perfect time to go snipe them. Fortunately, the elephants, there's only 2 left. One's asleep and one appears to be pathing off the map. Got a waster named Euthanizer. Interesting. Interesting. Some of the names, man. The backstories. Don't read those idle backstories if you know what's good for you. The elephant is moving very slowly, but it is pathing towards the edge, so take our 3 folks who are in a decent mood. Go ahead and allow them outside of the walls, having forbid all the doors. Doors in this game, constant problem, so I find it best just to forbid them. Make sure. that nobody tries to walk through one when they're not supposed to be going there and let all of the Manhunters in. So we wander our way down the desert. Randy dropped some psychoid leaves at some point, so I think we'll make that into tea and sell it. Inch our way up here. There they come. One down. Down. 3 down. Much different experience now, isn't it, raiding me? There's a burden there on Bullet, and they have decided to start attacking, so we're gonna go ahead and move back. And Ida goes down. Time to move. Move, Novo, move! Steepawk's almost got a shot off with that chain shotgun. Fox taking a surprising amount of damage. And Euthanizer down. And while we're at it, why don't we down a few more? Can smelt some gear, if nothing else. So with that and our 4 folks, took out a decent sized raid. Obviously significantly outranging. We are not going to capture any of these. We're just going to strip them for the gear. Although at this point we do have black vest, dusters, and assault rifles. So, you know, mostly just smelt it and sell it. So we'll let our little bots go get those. The elephants have mapped off, or elephants have gone off the map as well. And we finally have a harp and all set up. So it is time after many episodes, episode 20. So we've been working on getting Danny up through the royal ranks for a while, and it is finally time to let her have a ceremony in a throne room. You can see, not bothering with a crematorium, just letting everybody hang out there in the water, but it does mean sometimes we don't strip off the flat gear. Danny wandering off to who knows where, so let's hold her still for a minute. And she can go greet Pingratos. Pingratos? And what the heck, everyone can join in. With that, Danny is now a dame. Gathering honor. Needs a bedroom now. Wants different clothes now. But Danny has been pretty steadfast. I think she'll manage. See, if Danny does die, the next person that would get the honor is Forath. We got Beckon, Neural Heat Dump, and Word of Trust. All okay. We already had Word of Trust, and you can see she's already upset with her apparel in her bedroom. But what do you do? She does have a bedroom. Don't remember what it was missing. Oh, it was missing a dresser. And we got Neuroquake on Rove for Psycast level 6. So that's 3 Psycasters and Danny on the way. You can see we are starting to get a little bit of mood buff from the trees. And with that, I think we've come to a good point to call the episode an end. As always, thank you for joining me in RimWorld. I hope you are continuing to enjoy this series. Have a pleasant day, and we'll see you next time.